You're feeding the dog, Ryan.
No, I'm not. I did it last night.
Yeah, but if you do it last night, then you do it in the morning as well.
Ryan, you're feeding the dog.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Jacob, can you get upstairs, clean your teeth and get ready as quickly as possible?
Okay.
But I gotta eat my breakfast.
After you finish your breakfast then, okay? Emily had a really, really bad night last night. She's a lot paler than usual this morning. She's really keen to go to school today, but this breathing, it's got me really worried.
Yeah, she's not looking too good. You're breathing a bit hard today, Princess, eh?
I'm going to have to take her into town to see the doc.
Yeah, okay, love. Look, that heifer's got him at Darren's paddock again. You right to take the boys to the school bus?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, of course.
All right, drive safe.
Okay, I'll see you this afternoon.
Love you, Princess. Boys, behave for your mother, okay?
Yes, Dad.
Righto. See you again, have a good
Bye.
day.
See you, Dad. You're feeding the dog.
Okay, boys. School bus is here. I'll pick you up. Usual time this afternoon, okay?
Okay.
Be good. See ya. You all right in the back there, darling? It's not going to be long. Yeah, not too much longer. Hi, Emily. Come on in and have a seat.
So, Emily, you sound as though you're having trouble breathing today.
I couldn't sleep last night. It hurts to breathe in too much. I really wanted to go to school today, but Mum said I'm not allowed to.
Emily has been going to school lately, but on Monday when she came home, she looked so pale and she just wasn't herself at all. Then by yesterday, she was having trouble breathing when she was talking. It's bad, like the last time she was unwell, but it just seems to have happened so much faster this time. She's using the oxygen like you suggested for when her breathing gets like this, and when she uses it, she does seem to be a bit better.
I'm glad to hear that the oxygen has helped. Emily, I see that you used your walker to come in today. Does that help with your breathing when you're walking for longer distances?
I have to walk slowly, and sometimes I feel dizzy.
Well, it's good that you found it helpful. Right, well, I think I'll have a listen to your chest. Okay. Emily, it looks and sounds as though your heart is having trouble pumping the blood around your body today, which is why you're having trouble breathing. I'll have a look and see what other medications we can try and use, and I'll speak with Dr. Greg from your cardiology team. I think I'll also speak to another team in Brisbane. They work specifically with children, and we'll see if we can help with your shortness of breath. They're called the Paediatric Palliative Care Team.
I know the palliative care team. That's just for old people. Like Grandma in the hospital before she died.
Well, palliative care teams work with people of all ages, not just when they're dying. They help you to do the things that matter to you when you're getting more unwell. You remember a while ago I spoke with you about how one day your heart might not be strong enough and we might need some additional help to keep you comfortable. Well, Emily, we're worried now that you're getting sicker more often, and we know your heart is getting weaker and weaker. Together with the Brisbane team, our aim is to keep your heart working as well as it can and to keep you comfortable no matter what.
Does this mean that we're going to have to drive to Brisbane? Because I don't think Emily can handle that drive, and Robert is just so busy, and then there's the boys and the farm. And
I can speak with the teams in Brisbane by organising a meeting via the computer, just like everyone's there in the room with you. For now, I think it's important that you stay home from school and keep using the oxygen when you need to. I'll give you a call after I've spoken to the teams in Brisbane, and I'll organise a time for you to speak to Chenoa. She's the nurse with the Paediatric Palliative Care Service. She's in a similar role to Hannah, but for palliative care instead of cardiac. Chenoa and the doctor with the team are incredibly knowledgeable and they love working with kids. I think you'll find them to be a great help, and you can ask them any questions you may have. I know this is a lot to take in, but, well, how do you feel about that as a plan?
Okay. We should just make it back in time to pick up your brothers.
Can you hear me, Margaret?
Oh, hello. There you are. Well done, Hannah.
Oh, great.
Can everyone see and hear us all the way out there?
Oh, we can hear you loud and clear.
Hi, everyone, and our thanks for agreeing to meet with us today with myself, Di, our Director of Nursing, and Alan from the Royal Flying Doctor Service to discuss Emily's case today. I'm very keen to hear any suggestions you may have about Emily's management and ongoing care.
Good morning, Margaret. I believe you know Greg and Ben from Paediatric Cardiology team.
Hello.
Yes, hello again.
And I'd like to introduce you to Shanoa from Paediatric Palliative Care Service.
Thanks, Hannah. With me here today is Amanda, our paediatric palliative consultant, and Twen, our social worker.
Hi.
Hello. Amanda, would you like to take it from here?
Hi, Margaret. I am sorry to hear that Emily is unable to have more surgery and that she's not able to have a heart transplant. Now, as you know, our team would like to work with you and the cardiology team to give her the best quality of life we can and also to support the family as much as we can. Now, one area we'd like to focus on is pain management and other symptoms. Are any of these an issue for Emily?
She's having increasing difficulty breathing.
I see here that Emily already uses oxygen at home when she's breathless. Does Emily also have a portable oxygen cylinder that she can use when she's away from the house?
Well, Emily had an exacerbation of a condition about 6 months ago, which is when we first ordered the oxygen. Her breathlessness seemed to settle down for quite a few months after that. I was surprised at how soon it is now since her last episode. She's recommenced using the oxygen this week with moderate effectiveness. I would like to organise a mobile oxygen cylinder because they mentioned on their visit that it helps Emily when she uses the oxygen. She has 2 large standing cylinders because they live out of town and often rely on a generator or solar power. I know Emily's keen to get back to school to visit her friends. It would be helpful for the palliative care team to connect with her school about the care of the oxygen equipment.
What about Emily's parents? How are they coping with things?
Emily's parents own a large cattle property out of town. Robert works 7 days a week on the property, and Melissa's had to take a job in town 2 days a week to help them financially. They also have 2 other children, Jacob and Ryan, who are 6 and 8 years old, and they can be a bit of a handful. Emily's had quite a bit of time away from school lately, and I know that Melissa's been helping with her schoolwork as well. When they came in yesterday, Melissa looked tired and physically run down. To be honest, I don't know how Dad is coping. I never see him. And I rarely get the chance to ask Melissa when she brings Emily in to see me, well, even how she is managing with all of this, to be honest. I would really like to assess this properly and see if we can provide some support financially as well as emotionally.
Margaret, I will talk to Shanoa and Hannah. We will discuss what further assistance and financial support might be available. It is often what we see. As you described, the dad is busy trying to financially support the family, and it can be difficult to get his perspective. We can connect with them at home with an adults-only conversation to explore some of their shared and individual concerns.
Margaret, have you had a conversation with Emily and her family that her condition will deteriorate? I realise this can be difficult to do, and she may have periods of stability, but it is likely that they will see a steady decline. The time frame we're dealing with in terms of life expectancy is still uncertain. As you know, with complex heart disease, it's possible that Emily could have a cardiac episode or even an infection, such as influenza, within the next 12 months and not recover. It will be important now to manage both her physical symptoms, such as pain and shortness of breath, as well as provide practical and emotional support. It would also be a good idea to discuss a plan about what to do if Emily should have a sudden deterioration. This could include a sudden worsening of her symptoms as well as an arrhythmia, which could lead to a sudden decline and possibly even sudden death. We've developed a resuscitation plan to assist with this discussion and would be happy to share it with you. And again, I acknowledge this will be a very tough series of conversations for you to have with the family.
Yes, it's a very difficult time. I mentioned to Emily and Melissa that I would be including the Paediatric Palliative Care Service in her care and explained what that means. Emily was upset by this. I explained to her what you do as a service. I haven't spoken to them directly about Emily's condition deteriorating and what that may include, but I'm sure they're very aware of it. I have found it hard to discuss. I'm not really sure what to say to them. From the things that Emily's been saying recently, I think she knows she's going to die, but she doesn't seem to want to talk about it in front of her mum. I get the same feeling that Melissa doesn't want to admit it in front of Emily.
Yes, it is hard to discuss, but it is an important conversation to have. It is actually not uncommon for parents or children to understand the seriousness of the illness and know that death will happen, but they just don't like discussing it. We will set up a family meeting online with you, Emily and Melissa. We would like it if you could organise it so that Robert can be involved as well, and then we can all sit together and discuss what's likely to happen and what steps to take.
Well, that sounds like a great approach. And I'm sure we all look forward to meeting and planning together again soon.
Mum, have a look at the funny email that Shanoa sent me for my birthday.
Well, you don't turn 12 every day, do you? Well, that is a funny birthday message. Now, when you reply to Shanoa, tell her thank you and tell her that we've spoken to your teacher and we've organised for you to visit your school friends tomorrow. You can go in your wheelchair and we can attach the portable oxygen.
Mum, there was also a birthday card from Pop today. Do you think Grandma's looking down from a star, wishing me a happy birthday too?
I'm sure she is, darling.
Go away, rat.